there's a solution that's coming through, and I see here you're going to be very much at peace with that. You are a star in the making. That's what I'm seeing here. You're a star in the making. There is something like, for some of you, you get, picked out from the crowd. It's what it feels like. It's like, wow, this must be my lucky day, sort of thing. I see some sort of situation like that happening, which is really good. Definitely see some sort of solution happening here, finding yourself feeling freer when this is coming through, which is lovely. Something that has been playing on your mind. It's been on your mind a lot. It's been at the forefront of your mind. And now something is being done, settled. There is something to do with forgiveness as well. It's been held back, but now it's being open and let go of, away from drama. There seems to be some sort of drama that you're just saying goodbye to, not wanting any of that. But definitely a nice solution. Tying up loose ends is what I'm seeing. You're tying up lots of loose ends. There's a familiar face coming in. And it's like you don't quite know where you met them. You can't quite put your finger on it, but it's a familiar face. It could happen more than once. But I do see it's some connection that you're building on. It could have been somebody that you met somewhere one time, and somehow you're meeting them in a completely different scenario, and this time you bond. There is something about your ideas or business or something there that is growing, that is going. What I do see, it's a very good time for you to make the most of opportunities coming your way. There is lots of ideas that have been floating about, and it's a good time to try to implement them. Draw like a plan of action of some kind. I also see something about you harboring no ill will or ill feelings to a situation where perhaps, kind of went a bit awry, a bit weird. But you're ready to just move on from that. Home is where the heart is what I see with many of you. Home is where the heart is. Wherever you feel happy, no matter how big or small your place is or whatever it may be, if the feeling is right, you are happy. If everything works well together, you are happy. There's been something perhaps that's been difficult to let go of, but what I'm seeing is that you're going to enjoy some serenity and tranquility, through this. There's some sort of departure now. And it's something that also builds your confidence. I do see some people look at you like as if you were Superwoman, Superman, and they don't know how you do it and how you get everything done so well, or how you get adjusted so easily. It's like on the outside it looks all graceful and good, but of course, on the inside it's just something that you deal with. But you keep it classy is what I'm seeing. There is some sort of get together that I see with some of you. I actually get something, I see something very specific about you being under a canopy or a tent or something, some sort of get together. Fresh food, I know that's very specific. But also outside of that, it's like take the opportunity to go into different environments and say yes and whatnot, because I do see your network, your connections improving, more of that as well. That will help you further. And I also see it's not too heavy on the relationships here or anything, but you're just kind of, for some, you're just wanting to keep things light and keep things fresh, and you're definitely having to focus on yourself. you know, because there's a lot of positive changes, and this is a time to really focus on those things. I like it very much. Okay, let's see what the cards have for you. Whoopsie. All right. The Hangman, the Queen of Cups, and the Nine of Swords. All right. Hangman, Queen of Cups, and the Nine of Swords. A release. Definitely there is some powerful release that is happening with you. You know, following from a resolution that we were seeing, a strong solution, something where you are being, you have a sense of like responsibility to take something into your own hands, and seeing how things are changing because of this. You know, it's like where there's a will, there's a way, very much so here. Things are developing into a much better situation. There's more love, bringing more love into the situation, more compassion is what I'm seeing. If there have been certain delays or sacrifices, it's all coming through in the best way for you. You know, and here with the Nine of Swords, there's a lot running through your mind. Maybe something that had kept you up, because now it's like, okay, this is a new path, a new time, and it does show whether you are ready to move completely forward from that. You know, but there's a lot of exciting energy here at the same time, and I do see, oh, the world. It's a good time for you to definitely trust in this process. Trust in this process. Oh, the World card and Justice. Very nice. Very nice. Oh my goodness. Wow, things are developing in a very, very strong way for you. Very strong way for you. Here with the World and the Justice card. Things are coming round full circle in a really powerful, positive way. There's something that you know, I get a very, very specific message. Maybe this is just for a few, but you felt like you were cheated from something, but you're getting your justice. For those of you that need to hear this, this is what's coming through. If you felt cheated in some way, this is the time where you are definitely receiving your justice. You know, truths are coming forward. You're feeling also, overall, for everybody, very well balanced as you are having this moment to move forward, this release. You are feeling and finding your footing, feeling like, you know, you're on top of it all. Things are starting to work out, you know, in the way that you feel is meant to be. And there's something about your worries being lifted off. There is something that shows also a deep connection with, like, being mindful, having a deep connection with your visions, things that are starting to materialize, something that you are consciously wanting to live in a positive energy. That makes sense, you know, being very mindful, accepting all of that. But there's like a very strong turnaround here for you. Very strong turnaround. The Queen of Pentacles, lovely. This is definitely what I see here. Something that is fitted together so well for the long term. Things, you know, like your work and certain chances that you have taken is paying off here. And I also get here with the Queen of Pentacles, there's a deep knowingness here, something that you are very sure and know of. And it's like, you know, when I said you're starting to feel very, very grounded, it's things are being very, you're getting a lot of clarity. A lot of clarity with what is happening around you, with the choices that you are making. Your prosperity You're making sure that this is going to be continuous, and that's why I was also seeing there is more love energy around you and compassion, but lots of things that you need to focus on yourself before you can think about other kind of relationships. But it's very, very strong.